America couldn't even imagine this, but China actually did it, using 9,000 tons of explosives to flatten over 370 mountains and build a jaw-dropping airport. The moment it was revealed, the internet went wild. This is Chengdu Tianfu International Airport, the world's first super airport, literally carved out of shattered mountains. It gets crazier. The total earth and rock moved reached 180 million cubic meters, essentially dumping 6 West Lakes upside down onto the Sichuan Plateau. But the real marvel is below, a high-speed rail station directly under the terminal, enabling vertical transfers in seconds. Even the luggage is chipped and tracked in real time before you reach the gate. Your phone already knows where your bag is. This colossal project took 10 years, over 20,000 workers, and thousands of massive machines, building a 66 square kilometer city in the sky from deep mountains. So be honest, when human engineering reaches this level, what limits, if any, are really left to conquer?
Biggest streamers in the world, Speed, is in China right now, and somehow he got access to all the crazy Chinese EVs that we've been talking about all year. And now it kind of makes more sense why we're not allowed to have them in America. We're talking flying cars, bunny hopping cars, and even a truck that can drive on water like a boat. Speed was able to test drive some of BYD's craziest cars. First off is their electric supercar, the Yangwang U9. This thing has over 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, and has a top speed of 250 miles per hour. But Speed was definitely way more impressed with the car's ability to leap off the ground. He found a button that literally made the car hurtle into the air multiple inches from a standstill. The car's suspension also gives it the ability to dance with the music you're playing, and you can even make it rock with the motion of your phone. After that, he was already taking out his wallet trying to buy one of these things, but it got even crazier when he drove the Yangwang U8 SUV. This truck can literally double as a boat. The guys at BYD loaded up this truck with 5 dudes, including Speed, and drove it into the middle of a lake. He drove it into the water like some crazy James Bond vehicle, and then ferried them around the water like some kind of pontoon. By the end of that demonstration, Speed was practically begging to buy one of them. In that same day, he also became the first ever public person to drive a flying car.
If this car entered the US, it would obliterate the car market. This is a Huawei Maestro S800. A phone company made this. Comes with its own infotainment, and when I press this button, that's a privacy screen. When you look right there, that lifts up. China is not playing around. This is a projector, and this is basically a cinema inside. It's coming from there. I can activate the zero gravity. And all of this costs less than $100,000 in China. You can also get it for up to $150, depending on the spec. That is a fingerprint scanner, which opens up your safe. And look at all the screens. 12.3 inches over here, 15.6 right there, and 16 inches. If you press that, that's now for foldable phone.
Alright, so I've been seeing a lot of videos in regards to just Chinese infrastructure, and it's looking like, you know, they're somewhat light years ahead of us in infrastructure development, right? I'm seeing drones deliver food. And I'm seeing bridges that are, you know, as high as mountaintops, if not exceeding the height of a mountaintop. Like, yeah, like China is making a lot of strategic moves. You know, just how they're developing, right? I believe their robotics production is somewhat, I would say, more advanced. Not the robots themselves, but their ability to manufacture the robots, right? Because, I mean, they are a manufacturing state, so that makes sense, you know. But, I mean, they're seriously not playing, right? Even their electric vehicles, like their EVs, I believe, excuse me, the noise there, but I believe in many regards they're better than ours, right? I believe we have a 100% tariff on Chinese EVs for that very reason, because I don't know how much our vehicles would be able to compete with China's vehicles currently. Like, they're just making some really nice vehicles. I even saw a vehicle that they've produced that was able to like float in water, right? Where a normal vehicle, like if it was submerged in water, not completely, but just fell in a lake or for whatever reason, like that vehicle would be I would say totaled, or have like a salvage title, like it wouldn't be considered a good vehicle anymore. But theirs are like vehicles and boats in one. It's kind of weird, right? And I believe they are advancing in like their drone technology, right? How they're developing their drones. Now, they're not ahead of us in everything. I believe we have more advanced chips. Our chip technology is superior to theirs, but I mean, I don't know how long our chip technology will continue to be superior to theirs, but currently it is, right? Also, our semiconductors, we have superior semiconductor technology to theirs, right? So they're not completely ahead of us, but they're closing the gap, like I would say really fast, right? And also in green technology, they're making a lot of strides or advancements in green technology as well, right? So, I mean, I would be interested to visit China one day. I mean, I don't speak Mandarin, so I don't know how well I would do over there, right? I'll probably need a translator, but I would be interested to go and see it. Now, we have made some complaints in regards to China, accusing them of intellectual property theft, which makes sense, because somehow a lot of the things that China is manufacturing is, somewhat identical to, the things that we're having manufactured in China, right? So I understand, just the whole intellectual property theft thing. The Xiaomi telephone is very similar to the iPhone in many ways, and I would say it's probably somewhat advanced, right? I'll probably do a video comparing the Xiaomi telephone or mobile phone to ours, but it's very similar in some ways, probably even better, right? And Xiaomi's also making some really nice cars as well, so yeah, China is moving at an alarming rate, and I don't know. I would have to dig deeper into exactly what their plans are, but I believe they have like 100-year plan, to just be a better country than what they were prior, because they have been I would say, victims to various forms of hegemony. So yeah, guys, let me know your comments below. What do you think about Chinese advancements? You know, is their technology better than ours? If it's not better, how long do you think it'll be before they catch up to us? Like, share, and subscribe, and we're out.